All right, guys. Hi, Toby and Aki again. We're on day 10, and we're just going to do a review of what y'all did yesterday. Can anybody tell me what rural was or is? Yes, ma'am.
Rural is like when there's a lot of space and fields, and there's like barns, pigs.
Farm life, you're right. Last night we were catching up on American Idol, and the girl told us that she was rural. She lived in a very rural area. We're thinking farms, electricity still, right? TVs. She didn't have electricity. You know what we use electricity for? Pretty much everything, right? How do y'all charge y'all computers? Electricity. How do we watch TV?
Electricity. Phones need electricity.
That's right. You know how they got electricity? She said that they would crank it up twice a week. What do you think they did?
They could go twice as fast.
No. They had to use a generator. You ever use that for hurricanes?
I know that.
You have to put gas in it. You have to crank. You have to actually go do it.
The storm, the hurricane in April, the generator was supposed to come on and it did not come on.
And it didn't come on? But this is the kind that they had to go outside and physically pull the string and make it come on. They said that they would power it up twice a week to watch American Idol. And that was pretty much it. They lived in such a rural area that their driveway is a mile long. That's a long driveway. Yes. Your grandma has a generator for anytime they have.
It's automatic.
Yeah, this one wasn't even automatic. They had no electricity. That's how rural they were. Their neighbors were like 10 miles away. That's almost Homa from here. That was their next set of neighbors. Then they had another couple that lived in a tent. Rural too. No neighbors. For miles and miles, they lived in the middle of the woods. Y'all would like to live in a rural area?
No. Yeah.
I mean, not having neighbors would be a good and a bad thing. It'd be quiet, but... Okay, what about suburban? What's suburban? Y'all talked about it yesterday. We live in a suburban area, right? Suburban kind of means that we have neighbors. We still drive a lot of cars. We do have transportation, but do we use it as much? Y'all, how many of y'all take a bus to school or get on the bus? In New York City, though, would that be suburban? What would it be? Look, y'all have y'all board right here. In fact, I'm going to switch the camera. It would be urban. And what makes something like that urban? Cars. This is for people at home. Cars. Yes, definitely. What else? Cars, but what would it be? Subways. Good one. Do we have a subway in Thibodeau? No. Streetcars. Who has streetcars? You ever rode on one? In New Orleans, they have a streetcar. That's very good. What about Shreveport? Any of y'all have ever been to Shreveport? It's about 5 hours away from here. It's a big city. Still in Louisiana, but you're almost out.
The ones that go in the line, I saw them before when I was going to the children's hospital.
Yeah, you're right.
They have that.
That's right. So urban means that we have public transportation that they normally take. A lot of people in New York don't have cars. Not because they can't afford to buy cars. Where are you going to park it? The traffic in New Orleans. Have you ever seen New Orleans traffic?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You'll see a lot of people on bikes. You see a lot of people on bikes. You see a lot of women that go to work very dressy with tennis shoes on. Why would they wear tennis shoes? They're all nicely dressed and wear tennis shoes. It's a lot of walking to do in heels. They carry their dress shoes in their bags. They live in a very urban area. Yes?
And I saw at Florida when I was coming there, they had a whole line of traffic.
Yes, traffic in New Orleans is not fun. Anytime you need to go to New Orleans, you need to leave a little early, right? All right, so urban means that it's really heavy populated. Suburban means we kind of have neighbors around us, right? Some of our neighbors may be close, some may be a little bit far, but we still have neighbors. And then rural, we like to think of a farming area, something with a lot of land. Your neighbors are further, okay? And sometimes rural, we don't have electricity. Not fun. I don't want to live where we don't have electricity. All right, so now what I want you to do is, before you log in, let me actually show you my screen of where we're going to go. All right, let's see. We're going to go to this website right here. It's open here. And this is just about Louisiana and the regions that we live in, okay? I want you to kind of read some of this, and it is kind of long and lengthy. I don't want you to read all of it. I just want you to see what it is. This one says Cajun country, and here's Cajun country. Someone is actually calling you on a video. Yeah, here. Somebody's trying to call me. Last time Miss Trixie was calling me. They see me on and they're like, hey, I need questions. That's what it is. I don't even have my phone. Yeah. Okay. So whenever you get on your site, this is what I want you to kind of look at. And you can go to each one. Here's Cajun country. We see Lake Charles, Lafayette, Avery Island. Any of you ever heard of Avery Island?
No.
What do y'all know what they make there? They make my favorite condiment, like ketchup, but it's not ketchup. It's a little spicy.
Oh, I tasted that before. It tastes good.
What? I heard it. No, not salsa. Hot sauce.
I love that one.
Okay, let's.
I love that one.
Okay, so then up here we have, look, here's Shreveport. Look how high Shreveport is. Right? And then here we have Natchitoches. Y'all have Alexandria listed, huh? No, you don't have Alexandria listed. And Leeville, and then you come here and we have New Orleans, and we have Baton Rouge. Okay? These are just all the different regions, and we're going to get really in detail with the regions starting next week. But I kind of wanted y'all to kind of look at this because next week this is what we're going to start doing. Remember how we talked about attractions in Louisiana? These are some major attractions. Some of you may not have even seen some of them. And there's tours that we can take. This link is actually in your course for today. So I want you to log in and go ahead and go to day 10. The video link is already there. Don't watch it because you're just going to hear exactly what we're saying with a little bit of a delay. So I want you to kind of explore this. And then we're going to go back into our drive. And we're going to finish up the PowerPoints we started working on. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to do this part. Oh, it was Miss Celeste calling. Yeah. Yeah, we must have lost internet connection. Because it stopped. Yeah.
You're good? Okay.
Oh my God.
I didn't know it just cut out. And I want to.
It put me on day 9, not day 10.
It's connecting and it unconnected.
Connected, but it's not.
It's only putting me on
When it was, and then it.
Yeah, she's on.
I'm on now, but I wasn't. And whenever
It's only let me do day 9.
Okay, who else in? Is everybody at the bottom?
Mine's showing day 9.
Well, then, I'm gonna have to,
Oh no, we still recording.
go back and.
Okay.
Night time.
Go ahead.
I am muted. That, oh, you know when I muted it? When after.
Okay, let me see if she hears.
Yeah, but she was talking.
Really, seals have been really invented in the 1850s.
Okay.
Look it up.
I'll try to show you.
No, that's just showing you what ourselves with.
It's only going on.
They hear the duck.
It could be because ceiling fans at first didn't have electricity.
It wasn't on the.
Are they hearing us talk? Oh.
Yes, people used to sign.
People used to remind you of like a handbag or this.
Oh, they clipped the video. That's what.
I was always doing it. Look how pretty the people is up there.
Like I'm gonna go to
What you looking at, Evan? Gonna find something else?
All right, since the ones at home didn't really listen or get to hear, I'm going to go ahead and review it again on how to copy and paste. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a place that I'd like to see, like Audubon State Historic Site in Oakley House. I copied. All I did was highlight it, right-click, copy, come in my Google Maps. I'm going to back out, so I got the search. Now I'm going to paste over this. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to hit paste. And then I'm going to hit the enter button on my keyboard, and it's going to take me to the Audubon State Historic Site. Sometimes it'll allow you to drag your man closer, but here I can only get to the Audubon. This is as close as I can get, and as we can see, this is pretty rural.
Man, some places don't let the man.
I think there it is. So there you go.
Like about
Yeah.
2012.
Sometimes when the little man doesn't work, somebody has already taken pictures and attached it to it.
It won't let us go in the governor's.
Oh, no. It won't let you get too close. I mean, it's got to have some type of privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, explore the pictures at the bottom, too.
What? What? How did they make them run? What made it? That's kind of how I feel about picture myself, Jane.
Miss Nancy.
Let's go see what is that.
No.
Oh, wait. As soon as now, we want something we have. That is like we're after.
That is definitely urban. Oh, good. Somebody in
Let's have it done real quick, okay? After that, we'll just have it, okay?
So you're in Baton Rouge? Yeah, you want to look up the state
There it is. You can go right into county if you want. I bet you want some long bread of
You like this? It does.
Yeah.
Wait,
They have a camera in the dome and it takes screens.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, it's like a blue. That's
Where
where
is it?
laptop.
Wait, so
so what do
the
you want?
person
That's
is,
your
that's your job.
What do
You
you
can
want?
drop. And on top of the camera.
And you've seen it grab.
Having the plate sign. I actually like it.
So wait, and you can go to Smithsonian inside?
Wait, that's
That's well, that's a watch. So let's go to Pepper.
and the canopy.
Okay.
Oh, the nice parts of that. Why is this one?
Okay, wanna go to Pepper? No. You can do that at any point. Like, huh?
I'm like 2 kilos on that.
This is,
Look at the calculator. This guy's maybe I should look up dream line.
oh, that's funny. This guy's going like this. So,
I want to do.
Tiger bingo.
This is too long.
look how funny on you put.
See, Tiger bingo.
Oh, look. That's going to zero.
No, that's not you.
That's not
Oh,
either.
no, that's not.
I don't want to.
Guys, y'all been on some attractions here with me learning. What about Clark's Creek?
Yeah, you know what? That really go- Or they could look at the ice skating rink.
Yes, y'all can look for
Reed's
that.
Iceland, Baton Rouge. See if you can find a skating rink. All right, we go to the village. Where are you?
I'm that really sure. That's the ice skating. I'm in that. I really.
Can you pick, can you,
There it is.
This game said no.
What is
This
that?
game says that's not it.
Yeah, it's one. That's it's not 100% active. I can't massage. Jackson, where you're in there. Unless that's you want to, yeah.
That's a good thing. That's in Mississippi.
give it
This
a
is how close I can get.
you wanna go?
This is how close I can get.
I wanna see.
This part.
Guys, if you have a phone or your parents have a phone, you could tell them how to use Google Maps by just typing it in and then they can drive there, give you driving directions. Is that
I
Clark's
have
Creek?
Google Maps on my iPad. I swear. I don't see. I have Google Maps on my iPad.
You can do that. Bookmark.
I even have that.
Let's see. Yeah.
This is the ice skating. I found the ice skating.
Found it? Yes, that's it.
She was fun, huh?
Wow, good. That's it. I think most people are saying,
That's what I can't.
yeah, right there.
I might. I don't know. In the world.
Right? Yeah.
Definitely should be ice skating.
Yeah, but what, you get the number? You could even put a Grand Isle on here.
Oh, my word. Oh, because you went in fire. Okay, now.
I'm gonna zoom out all the way.
Yeah, we got a grand now. Wait, where were we?
I got it.
Your house is your own now.
The beach. Miss Nancy.
The house you live in now?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, you go around. You have a camping? Uh-huh. Oh, so you have, she's looking at everything.
You should know how to write it. Please. There we go. Just takes a few seconds. Let's go to the wall. Now it's time. No, I'm sure. No, I want to.
Yeah.
Red grand ice and steak floors. Hair. Red grand ice and hair.
Oh, you didn't bring out of it? Do you have
Guys, y'all know what this is?
Look, y'all, look at the screen.
Oh, I recognize that.
Y'all are right here.
I'm in Grand Isle.
Isn't that neat? Y'all can go to Grand Isle, the state park too, where y'all went, if you went to the state park or if you didn't.
Where's your house?
Watch, here's Grand Isle. It's not very long. Huh?
I know.
At first, before the house fire, like our house was still there forever. It's just, they just reshot it and it's gone. The state park is right here.
They must have done it recently because my old car was always in my driveway, and now it's always there. So
We have pictures right here where Miss Nancy and them are. Yeah.
Look how pretty it looks. Like zoom out. It looks so pretty. Wow, that's so cool.
Our camper's right here.
That's cool.
I can go to our camp.
Libby was in she's in Grand Isle, and she's showing me how that you get further out. In Grand Isle, like if you go out, you have to give her.
Oh, it takes like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's literally almost like a line. It's like brown and blue.
You can see it on Google.
Yeah, you can. This is our camp right here. This is a big deck. It goes all the way. What? This is our camp right here. No, that's not us. This is us. This has been here since like the way. This wasn't added. Nope.
They just put a bunch of houses.
This has been here. In fact, Katrina took down the first one. This camp right here got taken away. I can get closer. No, they all got messed up. We got totally gone. This camp right here was gone. This one stayed. But this one, it was gone.
From what?
It must have been a tornado or something. Guys, if you have any of your projects that you didn't finish, any of your old PowerPoints, do y'all remember how to go back and get to them?
Everybody listen right now. Look at Miss Toby right now.
Does anybody remember how to get to your old PowerPoint slides? Remember, we can either go, if we don't have these little dots, which is our apps, we can open up another window and we would type in Google. Even if it's there, I'm going to still do it. Once I go into Google, you'll see your dots appear. You click on your Google Apps dot, and then you would go to your drive. And in our drive, we'll see anything that we've created. And remember, my drive has a lot in this one. So here's all my folders. But if I go back into this one, let me switch screens. Then if I go back to this drive, I'm going to click a new screen. I'm going to again go to my dots and I'm going to go to drive, and you'll see the PowerPoints that you guys actually use. So if you haven't finished any of them, you can go ahead and finish them and click on them and work on them. Do you have to hit a save button? No, there's no save button. It automatically saves. Even if you exit out while you're working on it, it's okay. So if you're not done, go ahead and finish one of those.